Welcome to this episode of Estate Planning Secrets Revealed. I'm attorney Tony Bell, and in today's episode, we are going to be continuing our mini-series designed to help rental property owners, and today we're going to be discussing rental property succession plans. Having a rental property is having a business. Many times rental property owners don't see themselves as entrepreneurs, but in reality, you are. You have, the same type of issues. It's just a different type of business. And so you are concerned with creating a profit while your service is providing a place for people to live, and you're providing that product as well of somebody being able to live in your house or your apartment or wherever this is. So it's a business. And like with any business, a key component of estate planning is creating a business succession plan. Well, for real estate owners, especially for rental property owners, it's very important to do the same. However, we would call it a succession plan for real estate. And, we're going to be uncovering key aspects of ensuring continuity and effective management of your rental properties. Because when something happens to you in the future, what's going to happen to your rental properties then? This is why it is so important that in your estate plan, you have it in writing. What is your continuity plan? What is your effective management plan for your rental properties? Because those who are coming after you to pick up the ball, to run with it in the management of your properties, or the continuation of renting out the properties, or if you decide you wanted them to be sold, they need to know what your desires and your wishes are, and the court will need to know as well. When you pass away, you have choices. You have choices now about when you pass away. Do you want to have the rental properties that you have worked so hard to get and to keep? Do you want them to continue to be an asset for your family after you pass away? Do you want a continued legacy, a continued revenue stream, an income stream coming to your family month after month? Or do you want for the rental property to be liquidated and then assets to be dispersed, the income to be dispersed? It's up to you. And that is exactly why it is so important to have all of this in writing ahead of time, because it will save your beneficiaries and your heirs from having to try to figure this out. And if there are more than one, there are going to be differing opinions a lot of times. And people, when they're stressed and they're hurt and they're grieving over your death, sometimes people make bad choices. Sometimes people will fight over things that they shouldn't fight over. And a lot of that can be bypassed if you set up everything ahead of time in an estate plan, and you make the decision for how you want for your asset to be transferred. What do you want? And how is it going to continue to be taken care of? How is it going to be managed? These are important considerations. For example, do you want for a management company to start to take over and collect the rents and to make sure that things are fixed? Or do you want for an individual that to start to do that? Part of your succession planning should entail that very important aspect. And if you want an individual to take over doing it, even now you should consider possible training of that person, letting them start to be involved now, because life is unpredictable. And we never know what happens when. We don't know that. However, what you can control is today. What you can control is right now. And you can establish a plan, a succession plan. You can make sure that there's continuity and there's a management plan in place for this real estate that you are renting out, this rental property. This is so important. So you have the ability right now, even though life is unpredictable, you have the ability to be able to address property management during times of incapacity even. You can address all of this now. Say that you become ill or incapacitated. You can put all of this into writing in an estate plan today. It is so important. And I cannot tell you how many times I have seen people who have worked so hard lose almost everything because they fail to plan. Failing to plan is planning to fail. And sure, maybe you won't be here per se, but your legacy is still here. And is that the legacy that you want to leave? Or do you want to leave a legacy showing that you cared enough to plan ahead? And I believe that your legacy can grow and your legacy is able to impact generations because of your planning today. So what I would highly recommend is that you get an attorney who has some experience with rental properties and estate planning, who can help you to put together an effective and efficient estate plan that will provide continuity for your property or properties, your portfolio, after you are no longer able to manage them, whether through incapacity or through your death. Don't delay in this, because as I said before, life is unpredictable. We all know it. And so this is an important component of your estate plan, your succession. Remember, it is a business. Businesses need business succession plans. What is your business succession plan for your rental property business? I'm attorney Tony Bell. This has been Estate Planning Secrets Revealed. Join me in the next episode when we further delve into the needs of rental property owners in this mini series, and we help you to create an estate plan that is effective, efficient, and that will secure your legacy for decades to come. I'll see you there.